Would you like to be a Blood Knight of Hell, using sorcery to drain your enemy's life force, pouring that soul of vitality into infernal rituals to turn the tide of battle?
Then Sanguine Knight might be the perfect Illrigger subclass for your next campaign. What's going on, YouTube? I'm the Mind Flayer Slayer.
And I'm Dr. DM, and here we are in the 4th of 5th Illrigger subclasses. These have been so fun, so cool, and so unbelievably powerful. I can't wait to check this one out, the Sanguine Knight. We're going to go all the way from level 3 to all the abilities it gets, review them, and stick around until the end, because we're going to give you our tier ranking to see if this class is good enough for you and your campaign.
At 3rd level, we have Exsanguinate. You can drain enemies to embolden your allies. Whenever you burn one or more seals on a creature who isn't a construct or undead, you can choose an ally you can see within 30 feet of you. That ally gains temporary hit points equal to the damage dealt by the seals to the interdicted creature.
For a starting ability, this is so strong.
Very good.
I mean, your seals level up at some point. They're doing 1d6, 2d6. I mean, lots of big damage, and you're throwing that around a lot. That's a good way to buff up, kind of like the World Tree Barbarian. You're sending temporary hit points to really buff up allies and your party to help them survive.
Absolutely. Then you have Sutekh's Blessing. When Sutekh accepts you as his Illrigger, grants you access to his sacrilegious command of blood and life. You gain proficiency in the religion skill. In addition, as an action, you can expand your awareness of life around you. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense creatures who have blood within 120 feet of you without having to see them. The ability can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. You know the distance and direction of each creature as well as the creature's type. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. I mean, just being able to know what's around you at all times is insane.
Yeah,
I mean,
most
it's like
creatures have
alert
blood, yeah.
times 10.
It's almost like the Paladin's Divine Sense, where you can see consecrated and not consecrated areas, and plus the ribbon skill of religion. Not bad. I think the main feature you're going to want to take is the Exsanguinate to really play around, but still pretty cool.
You also have Invoke Hell. You can embolden your allies as a bonus action, restoring a total number of hit points equal to 5 times your Illrigger level, divided however you choose between yourself and other creatures within 30 feet of you.
At 20th level, that's 100 hit points you can spread around as bonus action. Of course, the Invoke Hell is once per short rest / long rest, but when it counts, it counts. Plus, you're already throwing around temporary hit points.
Yeah, this is like a hellish cleric kind of.
Oh, that's true. A blood cleric. Really cool.
Vitalize. You can flood your allies with invigorating vivacity. No action required. For 1 minute, each creature of your choice within 30 feet of you gains a bonus to ability checks equal to your proficiency bonus.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a support version of this class, but it's interesting for sure.
That's true, yeah. And you can always tailor it around taking boons that buff up your damage or other aspects if you want to go more support or utility.
Yeah, and you have Sutekh's Interdiction. At 7th level, you learn the following additional interdict boons as noted. Foul Interchange at 7th level. As an action, you choose a creature you can see within 30 feet of you and expend a seal to end one of the following conditions, afflicting them: blinded, charmed, dazed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Another creature you can see within 60 feet of you must succeed on a con save or suffer that same condition until the end of your next turn.
Cool.
If that creature is immune to the condition, they don't suffer it, but the condition ends for the original creature. I love this. I mean, being able to take the condition off of something and throw it at an enemy is really interesting.
Yeah, it's like a play on lesser or greater restoration.
Yeah.
But with added effect that you bane your enemies too.
Big
very
fan of
cool,
this.
yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
It's not every condition, but it's still a great amount of conditions.
It is.
The ones that count a lot too in combat.
You have Sanguine Gift, which unlocks at 13th level when a creature you can see within 30 feet of you regains hit points. You can expend a seal, no action required, and the creature regains additional hit points equal to your Illrigger level.
Imagine pairing this with the previous one where you're throwing around like 100 hit points, and then you're also adding an extra 20 or whatever, because we're just assuming 20th level here. So you give them and they get 20. Wow, this is really good. I mean, you're kind of doing like a negative hell-based cleric, like you said, but interesting on the Illrigger package.
At 18th level, Blood for Blood. Whenever an ally takes damage from an interdicted creature, that interdicted creature takes necrotic damage equal to your proficiency bonus.
Ooh, this is pretty poor.
It's pretty poor at level 18. That's pretty disappointing, to be honest.
It is, and sure, at higher levels, some enemies can attack a lot, and you can interdict multiple enemies, but the damage I don't think is going to stack up as quick as you want.
6 damage? That's it?
Yeah, so kind of mediocre.
Pretty disappointing. And then at 11th level, you have Blood Stroke. The magic that shields your allies now saps their enemy's strength. When an ally who has temporary hit points from you and your Exsanguinate feature is hit by a melee attack, the attacker takes cold, fire, or necrotic damage of your choice equal to your Illrigger level. Okay,
it's not bad. You're playing around with the battlefield, making sure allies have buffs or they're not debuffed, and you have ways, really unique, interesting ways to make sure enemies are suffering effects that they're not giving to your allies, and they're kind of suffering by even attacking.
This class in general isn't exciting me as much as the other subclasses, but it's still pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Let's check out what's next. Hemal Exchange. At 15th level, you've mastered the ability to enervate enemies and endow allies. When an interdicted creature within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll or saving throw, you can use the reaction to burn one of the seals on them and transfer their power. The target must roll a d8 and subtract the number rolled from the triggering attack roll or saving throw. Then empower an ally within 30 feet of you. The next time that ally makes an attack roll, they roll a d8 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or the saving throw. I'm not a fan of this.
No, because it's just one attack, and it does...
For your big 15th level ability, this does not stack up to the other subclasses.
No, I see what it's doing here, but if you think about it, if you just go cleric, you can do these kind of things. The spellcasting, of course, is very, very strong. The spellcasting scales all the way to level 20, and this is doing sort of pseudo-cleric spell things in a unique way, and I get the workaround here for like a way to be a healer in a hell way.
Yeah.
So the vibe is there, but
the vibe is there, but the power is not. I wanted to see something that was kind of like your Avatar blood bending at higher level abilities where you could like move creatures around with their blood. I thought that would have been cooler.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Either way, I'd give us probably like a C, more or less.
Yeah, it's a C. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for watching this review of the Sanguine Knight for the Illrigger. We have one more class to go. Let's get ready for that one. It's coming up soon. Our Agents of Hell. Until next time.